Chama.
One, two, three. One, two, three. Nice.
Volkanovski, the first fighter 35 years older to become champion in 125-pound division in the UFC. This is so... It's not frustrating, but there's been other athletes outside of the UFC who've done it before. Yeah, but that just shows you how big the UFC is. Like, nobody recognizes any other organization. But that is a big feat. Being over 35. I think I've done it against Adriano when I did the flying knee, was 36 years old. And then I defended it at 37, I think. When did I fight him? 37, but anywho, yeah, absolutely amazing.
Would like to do next, because there are plenty of options for you.
Yeah, well, I guess got to talk to the UFC. You know, I did mention Mosvar. He's undefeated. I like the fact that he's undefeated, and you know, still one of the younger generation again, right? Like undefeated. I think for the legacy that would still mean so much. But you're right. Is that what the fans want? Is that what the UFC wants? I don't know. I'm going to need to talk to him. We'll see what happens. But, you know, I think my hand's all good. I don't think there's any broken bones. So I'm looking to, you know, let this heal up. You know, which won't take a long couple of stitches. We'll be right. And I'll get back in there soon.
When I talked to Dana, at least promoting for the UFC, like I was talking to him this weekend, and he was telling me all the issues that they're having. And with different fights, because I was asking him some questions, like, what are you doing with this? What are you doing with that? And he starts telling me, oh, this guy wants that, and this is why I won't fight this guy.
If he told you something about me?
Maybe. Maybe a little bit. If he did, I can't tell you. I did ask who you're going to fight, and they said, we're working on things. But he was actually specifically talking about what happens if Bilal wins. You know, because Islam and Bilal, they've been talking about Islam fighting Bilal.
That's going to happen.
I would like that to happen if Bilal wins, but that's an if. Jack Della Maddalena is a bad motherfucker. He's good, man. Yeah. That guy's good.
Even if he wins, they're going to make that fight happen against Islam.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, if Jack Della Maddalena wins, then Jack is the new welterweight champion. And, you know, maybe he fights Islam. That makes a lot of sense. The problem with Islam fighting Bilal is that they train together. And I think, you know, they had kind of said
how many guys we see fighting between each other that they used to train before?
Oh, I agree. I mean, I think they should fight.
Yeah, they should fight.
I definitely think they should fight. I think Khabib doesn't like that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
Did something happen that we don't know between you and Dan Hooker?
No. We're just talking.
Just that's it.
Yeah.
But
because I know when we're gonna be in one room, he's gonna shut up and just listen me. Because I know like these people, they just can talk on the internet, but when they one-on-one, they scared. Like,
how do you see a fight between you and Dan Hooker going?
I'm going there to play, just easy money. I mean, I don't know.
All right. I love it. All right.
But it's a easy money, and I mean, but if I beat him, like it no makes sense fight for me.
Yeah.
I don't need money right now. I need belt. If I beat him, people say you beat like a top 10 or I don't know what's his number. It's no make sense fight. He's not contender. He never beat like a good fighters. He never be on the top 5. So it's.
Como la pierna, pero ya sabes, ya.
Los golpes, ¿no? De una guerra. De una guerra, hermano, ¿eh? De una guerra. Hermano, vamos a empezar. Llegamos muy rápido, ¿estamos de acuerdo? ¿Va? Ya hemos estado aquí, ¿te acuerdas? Ya hemos estado aquí, hermano. Y ve hasta dónde nos hemos levantado, ¿va? ¿Hecho? Siempre, ya sabes, hermano, siempre estamos aquí contigo, ¿eh? Toda la vida. Toda la vida. Toda la vida. Si quieres sacarlo, sácalo, ¿va?
No, vamos a ir hablando. Nunca voy a ir. Pues en mi campo hablamos. No, va a ser campeón del mundo. Va a ser campeón del mundo. Sí o sí.
Que modo. Parece muy.
And to not even get a call, I felt was disrespectful. And then I was seething, just seething, when I found out that they're going to give it to a guy who's been injured and hasn't fought in a year. So for me, it was more just a respect thing. I know what Jack has done, and I know what Jack can do in this division. It's not against Jack per se, but the guy hasn't competed or fought in a year and has been battling an injury. I would have been less annoyed if they've given it to Joaquin Buckley. Does that make sense? Because he's been active, he's been competing, and he's been winning. So it's more that thing of like, it just irritated me that I didn't even get the respect of a call.
See it? Here, look at this. This is a video of Carlos Praches and his true fighting spirit. It's called being a quitter. He'd just been beaten up all the rounds prior, puts his hand up, shakes his head, says, I'm done, and then just drops to the ground in absolute despair because he knows that deep down, he's not a fighter.
I would like to fight with Islam, that's for sure. I would like to fight him.
But if they don't give you that fight, if they give you like a #1 contender fight, when would you like to fight next?
I wouldn't fight for a #1 contender
really?
fight. No.
You only want to fight for the title?
Yeah, of course.
Really? Okay.
Of course.
Yeah, I understand. That makes sense to me. Look, also, it's the most marketable fight. Everybody else is lost to him, right?
I don't care if Islam decides that he doesn't want to fight me. I don't care. I said, till you're going to have to fight me. Okay? You say that you are the world champion, you're going to keep dominating the division, all that. I'm here. You can't keep avoiding me all the time.
So you would just sit on the sidelines rather than fight someone else?
I don't think that they're going to do that. I don't think they would put me on a sideline because they asked me to. I vacated the belt because I told them that I wouldn't fight in 145 again. But I get the promise that I would fight for the title in my next fight.
Mm-hmm.
So how much time you will stop me and from the fighting?
So they did give you a promise that your next, when you vacated the belt, that your next fight would be
if
for
they
the title?
give that chance to everyone, why?
I think he gave the he left 145 because of that. Because they said, okay, we're gonna give you title fight.
I heard it's like Islam saying that he's not fighting, right?
Islam doesn't want to fight him because if he wins him, people are gonna say, okay, you again beat the 145 fighters, and he's not #1 contender. If Islam beats me, and then I think he's done with this division. He beat everybody. Just he gotta beat me, and then people can say that.
So what? They're gonna sign that fight? Is it coming?
If he doesn't move, yeah.
Tem que continuar, Rogério. Aí ele recupera e começa tudo de novo. Tá vendo o que ele faz? Boa. Isso, é isso aí. Não é pra você parar. Vai, tenta jogar o dinheiro na parede, vai. Fui mesmo. Não é pra você parar. Depois tem que sair mesmo se você não quiser, Rogério. Isso. Vai pra você ali. Parou de fazer porquê, pô. Vai, dá outra. Boa. Vou falar que agora tem o vídeo. Ele também sabe que ele joga o bode.
vai entrar, vai ser fora. Bora, Canhão, aí acaba, porra. Bora, caralho. Boa.
Vai, vê sim. Você tava assim. É isso que eu tô falando, não bateu.
Caralho, cara. Até o fim, porra, até o fim. Levanta, bota a mão na guarda e marcha. Vai subindo, porra. Sobe a mão, sobe a mão.
Tô seguindo a ordem. Johnny's over here looking like he's about to go rob. Fucking go. About to go rob a gas station.